Alright, Archero 2, the Vibrant Voyage event is finally here, and this is going to be known as the bingo event. We just had this in Capybara Go. I think we still got a day left on it, so if you're playing that, you probably have a good idea how this is going to work. But if you haven't, don't worry, we're going to be going over everything you need to know. Another nice surprise was we did get the 2x cave route, so make sure you're doing those quick raids inside the gold cave to really just up your gold income. But the way this is going to work is we're going to use these gold win tickets here, and we're going to be turning over tiles on the board. Once you get 3 rows, wherever those rows end, those are the prizes that you're going to be getting, and then the board will refresh on you. Watching an ad every day will get you one of these free tickets, and there is our typical tasks or quests that we typically do, and those will obviously be maybe one of your main ways of going and getting these. But you can also go and purchase more tickets. You can max it out at 500, but they are going to be 280 gems apiece. So if you look along the perimeter, you'll see a series of different prizes. If the row lines up with that, that's going to be one of the prizes you get. And in some situations, you may get lucky, and that last final one that you go and turn over may give you 2 rows, so there is always a chance that you could technically get 4 prizes, even though it's going to stop at 3. Anything you turn over on the tiles in the middle, that's also going to be a reward for you. So that's going to be a lot where we're getting our exchange tokens to go and turn into the exchange shop. Now, if you happen to get one of the sky balloon tickets, that will turn into 150 of the spring trip emblems. That's what the exchange system is called in here. But the big thing you're really trying to go after is you're trying to get 3 of these tickets all in one round, and that's going to unlock the secret board. If you happen to get 1 in 1 round and then you refresh the board and you get another 2, that will not count. You need to get all 3 of them in the same one, and I think it took me like 3 or 4 times before I actually hit that. Now, before we show you that, every time you use one of these tickets here, you'll also have the meter over on the left-hand side, and depending on how many times you flip things over, you'll also go and fill that meter up. And I want to mention that because once we go into the special round, anything you flip over in there does not count towards that meter, and it also won't use any of your golden tickets that you have down the bottom. But when you finally go and get 3 of those tickets in a single board, you'll then get hit with this. You're about to enter the Sky Balloon Adventure. You can see this one, the perimeter is going to have wishing scrolls, it's going to have all the type of runes at epic, it's going to have shovels of both the premium and the regular one, and even some chromatic keys. There's also ×2 and ×3 in there. Now on Capybara Go, people got incredibly lucky where they hit a whole bunch of rows on this of those ×2, ×3, and they just kept on multiplying. So they're getting like ×16, ×32. It was absolutely broken, but they've got it fixed on here. So if you get a ×2 and a ×3, it's actually going to be a ×5. And that'll be anything else you get on the outside, along with all the stuff we turn over in the middle. So the stuff in the middle is pretty much going to be the same as the stuff that we saw in the normal version of this, but the big prizes are going to be that stuff sitting around the perimeter. I don't think I really hit too good on this one. I got some chromatic keys, some wishing scrolls, and some premium shovels. When it comes to exchanging in this, we do have that new artifact, the Aeon Spire, but we also have the Swift Wind and the Ravenous Claw, so if you didn't get those things unlocked yet, might not be a bad idea just to skip this Aeon here and finish completing that. Besides that, this one is going to be a Dragoon set in here, so if that's something you're playing, might not be a bad idea to try for that, but this is going to have the basic shards, the keys, the wishing scrolls, everything we typically see in one of these style events. Still no roll in there or even swapping orbs, so maybe we might see them someday in these, but I guess really go what you're after. That might be a revive rune for a lot of you. I did use the last of my 6400 arrow sight to go and get gems to go and pump into these tickets so I could see that special round, which by the way, I got some comments of people saying that once you go and buy the arrow sight, they're marking up the prices of things. That's not the case, at least not for me. What I'm seeing, a deal that would normally cost $99.99, I'm seeing that is 9,999 arrow sight. And when I spent $100, I got 11,000 arrow sight, so I technically made out on it. Don't know where that's coming from, but that's not something I've seen in the game. I am in the USA with US dollars, so that's how it's working, at least in this country. So I guess use it if you want to. For me, I'm saving money. But as far as this event, I like to see new things. I think it's kind of cool. Am I going to go and continue to pump gems into this? Probably not. Just going to do the rest of the daily tasks. What I get, and I'll exchange whatever I can use those tokens on. Any of the currency you have left over on this will get exchanged into gold, so don't think you can carry this over to next time. It's something you definitely want to make sure you're burning up. But when you can hold down the button for auto draw, and you can skip the animation if you want to sit there all day. But I guess let me know what you guys think on this event. If you want to know more about that Habby store, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.